Hey, so this is part 2 of that conversation. So the second questions were, why are you resisting any contact or friendship? And this is because they've got to go on their own journey and make their own choice. How do you feel when you see me? And it brings up all of these, again, this sense of nostalgia, but it's because, again, your spirit is recognizing each other. And that doesn't, you know, that takes a while to sink in and a while to understand. And so, but your spirit recognizes, and so it brings up these things to the surface. So, do you know how much I care about you? And this is, yes, because again, it's this sense of spirit recognition and the sense of honoring each other's soul and honoring each other's spirit. So, yes. And then the next question was, what are your intentions with me? And this is, again, a beautiful flow of exactly what happens on the journey. It's about saying, look, we've got to go through this stormy period, because within the storm, that's where you really go within to find the details of your path, right? And it's a slow and steady path, but the path will lead both of you towards the light. So, why are they resisting any contact or friendship at the moment? And like I say, because they've got to go on their own path. So it's like saying, you know, you can't hurry somebody on their own journey of awakening. You know, that's so individual to the person. And that can't be hurried, and you can't blame someone or feel sort of anger or because they've got to go through their own process. So, and that's why it's about being able to be compassionate for each other on the journey. So, you're required to come to a decision now. You're faced with a dilemma or a fork in the road and must make a conscious choice regarding the next action. Whatever that choice is, you must take responsibility for it, and yet you needn't be afraid. You may not have all the answers right now, because the way ahead can't be known until you've embarked and travelled a few steps. Trust your intuition. Ask for a sign from Spirit and you'll be led to the right path. If you remain conscious and aware, your choice will be the right one at this time. Life is always about learning. Success lies in choosing consciously, guided by intuition and spirit. Which is why it's so lovely, because, you know, the question that you asked about how much does he know that I care, and it is spirit. So again, it's about recognizing that you are two spirits taking each other hand in hand on this journey. And really, you're going on a path. It's a nostalgic path, because of course your spirits have been together eternally. And so when you meet, it brings up elements of your spiritual journey together. So you can learn from the past and imagine a beautiful future, but you must live in the here and now. So, whenever you set your sights too far ahead, you run the risk of losing your footing, for rarely do the present and future match up exactly on the enchanted map that is your life story. The future has no substance right now. It is a place that has no grounding as of yet. You can't live there, yet you can take measured steps towards a goal or dream. These steps are important now. The same goes for nostalgia. You can look into the past wistfully and remember beautiful moments or revisit lessons learned. However, you cannot live there, nor can you go back and change what was. Yesterday is gone forever. Live fully in the present. The now is the most powerful place to put your attention. Its magic reaches out in every direction, further than the heart and soul can see. So, basically, you know, that's what he feels when he sees you. There is that sense of nostalgia, because, of course, your spirit has eternally been together. And then, does he know how much you care for him? And he is saying yes, because I honour the spirit in you. So, authenticity is the essence of power. Our ancient ancestors believed that every place has a spirit looking after it, or embodying it. Just as we have a soul, the plants, trees, birds, mountains and rivers have their own essences. When the spirit of place arrives in your reading, it says that the answer to your query is in the overarching theme of your circumstances. Is your question about a struggle? The answer is to relax and let go of your need to control the situation. If your inquiry relates to finding love, then embody love rather than long for it. The love is already there. This is what he's saying. Our spirits are already joined. Once you find the essential truth that underlies your question and then name it, you'll discover the answer you've been seeking, because your greatest power is your authenticity. And your authenticity is being true to your soul. And being true to your soul is realizing that you are entwined together for eternity with your twin. And so it's honoring the journey that you're embarking on at the moment, which is what the special message he wants to give you is around his intentions. Because he is saying, you know, we've got to weather the storm. We've got to go through this, you know, the fiddly details. We've got to take it slow and steady because we're following each other's light. So, an uncomfortable chaos is surrounding you. Things that you've left unattended may be the cause of some conflict. Pent-up energy needs to be released, just as a storm in nature must break. For these events occur when the electricity between opposing forces stirs things up and creates temporary disorder. Not all storms are destructive. Rather, they serve nature by bringing rain to the ground and wind to the trees, enabling seeds to be widely distributed and continuous growth to be ensured. Just remember that whatever is being stirred up inside you, or between you and another, will benefit you later. The sun will shine again and new growth will be observed. So don't be afraid to shake things up a little. See? So a little bit of storminess along the way is the way these